Hi everyone, I'm Jagrit Anand, the Head of Growth and Alliances at American Edu Global School. And I'm back today to answer yet another important question that keeps coming up in the sports sector. That what is the scope of sports in India? Sports are extremely crucial for a developed nation. If you look at the most powerful and developed nations in the world, you'll notice that they all have prowess in sports. Be it USA, China, Australia, Canada, UK, Russia, all of them have achieved laurels in multi-sports disciplines. Now, if we talk about India, with its rapid growth in the last one decade, it moves ahead to join these giants. And in the last few years, there has been a tremendous improvement in the overall sports industry. From the manufacturing sector to better training centers, to upgradation of sports infrastructure, to higher investments, and most importantly, better performance in Asian and Olympic Games. We have seen growth in every segment of the industry. We're not just going to talk about it, but I will also highlight some key pointers to further explain the growth of the industry through sheer numbers. 11% overall growth in the industry has been recorded in 2024. We crossed the threshold of 100 medals in the Asian Games. Sports Authority of India has established 23 national centers of excellence and 67 SAI training centers. Under the National Investment Pipeline, a capital expenditure of $1.1 billion between the financial year 2020 and 2025 has been earmarked for developing sports infrastructure in the country. India is now one of the potential bidders to host the 2036 Summer Olympics, which will elevate the quality of infrastructure even more. Pro Kabaddi, a non-cricket property, had a cumulative reach of 352 million and growing. Endorsements and key sponsorships recorded 24% and 22% growth respectively. The digital sector recorded an incredible 40% growth, jumping from 2,045 crores of advertisement revenue in 2022 to rupees 2,870 crore in 2023. The Indian sports industry is now worth 15,766 crore, which is nearly 4 times of what it was 10 years ago. The franchise fees has jumped by 60% from 1,644 crores to 2,628 crores in 2023. Are these numbers really exciting for all of you? Especially the sports lovers out there. Now, these numbers are the consequences of various factors put together and are available for everyone to see on Google and various other websites. So what are we really talking about today? Are we talking about numbers? Maybe. But more importantly, the factors which led to these numbers over these years and which will also lead to the further growth of these numbers in the years to come. A lot of viewers will now wonder that IPL, cricket in general have contributed to the majority of the growth, and which is absolutely true. I can't deny that, as they contribute to over 85% of it. However, the important factor here is the overall transformation in the mindset of the big private players, the government sector, and that has led to increased seriousness in sports, as a result of which, eventually, there's increased investment in grassroots sports across all disciplines. Now, as a result of this, a lot of startups are now focusing on different aspects of sports development, and due to the increased awareness amongst people, a lot of professionals have risen in specialist fields, which we will talk about later. Now, I'll come back to cricket. Cricket being the number one sports garners maximum eyeballs, but that doesn't take away the performance of our athletes in non-cricket disciplines. We as a nation have felt immense pride in the last few years owing to the dominance of several Indian athletes in international competitions. And now it's not just cricketers who are national idols, but the flag bearer of different sports such as Neeraj Chopra in javelin, Sunil Chhetri in football, Saina Nehwal and PV Sindhu in badminton, Avinash Sable in steeplechase, and many more. Our performance in the Asian Games was a true representation of athletes excelling in multi-sports disciplines now. Before I talk about the ecosystem around sports, I would actually like to ask all of you a question that you need to answer honestly to yourselves. Do we follow sports for the love of sports? Or we just follow it when someone, through their years of hard work, proves that the country can actually win a gold medal in that sport? It's a serious question for all of us, because it makes us reflect on the fact that as a strong nation of over 140 crore people, are we just following idols and success? Are we only chasing people who have succeeded to a certain level? Or are we also willing to contribute and acknowledge the hard work that goes behind that success? And your biggest and only contribution can be just letting your child play and not asking them that what will they become, what will they achieve? Just let them out and play. That will be your biggest contribution to the sports sector of India. And that is primarily because apart from being just a professional athlete going forward, there is a lot of opportunity in the ecosystem of sports. There are a lot of new startups for sports, advanced sciences for sports performance, nutrition, sports physiotherapy, broadcasting, athlete management, and many more. When you see a league on TV or when you watch a match on TV, there are thousands of people that get it together, and all of that lies in the sports ecosystem. Now, all these opportunities and developments broaden the horizon for sports-loving people to now also make a career in the field. Having played sport always adds a lot of value and insight to the industry, and hence, it aids in the pathway of career development. And trust me, this is just the beginning. So before I sign off for today, I'm actually going to give you a small hook about our next topic, which is going to be the scope of sports in life, or rather the benefit of sports in life. And for that, I'll give you a great example from none other than Roger Federer, who was one of the greatest athletes of all time. In one of his speeches, he said that through his career, he played 1,526 singles matches, out of which he won 80% of them.
In tennis, perfection is impossible. In the 1,526 singles matches I played in my career, I won almost 80% of those matches.
And those 80% victories, which is more than 1,200 wins, came from just winning 54% of his points. Now, if I ask all of you that is 54% enough, I'm sure that none of you will agree, even I wouldn't. But the message that lies behind this is the fact that all of you, when you go through your life, all of you kids rather, when you go through life, you'll not clear every interview, you'll not clear every exam, you won't secure the desired percentage in every exam. But that doesn't mean you failed. Every step that you take, every exam that you give, every interview that you give, and every victory that you achieve is a small contributor to the larger goal that you have desired for. And I'm saying this especially right now because this is a time when a lot of results have come out. A lot of children right now are celebrating while others are upset, depressed. Some unfortunately have also taken some adverse steps. So this is my only shout out to all of you, that don't give up. The only failure that lies in life is in giving up. Be resilient, be strong, and believe that every step you take will take you closer to what you want to achieve. And that is what we're all taught in sports. I'll come up with more in my next discussion. Until then, if there are any questions, please feel free to drop them down in the comment section. Thank you, and that's Jagrit Anand signing off for today.